Trying to catch it. Hi guys. Today is Sparky's like, who are you talking to? Who are you talking to, man? Today is what today is. What today is. I'm talking like what's his name? God, I'm so out of it. Today, I feel better today. Thank you for your kind wishes, Alexandra and Jim. Pickles says hi. Pickles. Hey, where is it? Here, say hi. Say hi. He's such a good boy. Look at so much. I don't know if you can tell from here, but there's so much green. Oh my God, I'm so excited about it. I'm trying to stall because Sparky is pooping, and I want to respect his privacy. Oh gosh. Okay, so I'm jonesing to start recording some podcast episodes. Big time. I have my podcast anywhere set up, and I actually record podcast episodes in my car a lot, just because where I live and work is shared, and so I don't have any alone time in there. But I just want to show you, look at the green grass growing in here. That is amazing. Oh my God, all of this was black. It's growing back. I'm so excited. I don't, unless you go through something like this, you can't even fully appreciate what it's like. It's such a weird feeling. But anyways, I've just been working on my computer, and I'm jonesing to record a podcast episode. So I'll probably do that today. We'll see. I gotta finish my computer stuff, and then I gotta jet. And I'll go somewhere in my car. Maybe I'll go to Starbucks, drive through, and then I will record a podcast episode, because I haven't recorded one since before the fire. My God, can you imagine? Okay, I'll be back. The goat's all the way up there. New grass. Hi guys. Worked all day. Feeling much better than yesterday. Oh, don't go now. Shit. Hold on. Okay. God. First of all, people are driving too fast around here. Second of all, I don't know, whatever else. Okay. Anyways, it's been an off day for me for some reason. But a powerful day. I have my mask on still. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm going to that Western place again to get dog food. Normally I don't go out right now for these kinds of things, but today was overcast all day, which I like. But I was working on my podcast course, so if you're looking to start a podcast, I have a course, and I know some people that follow me have been asking me about it, because I started my podcast and I made sure that I created a studio that could record anywhere. So the name of my course is Podcast Anywhere, podcastanywherecourse.com. But anyways, so I worked on this whole entire, course like last year before COVID hit, and then I've been every day trying to just do different things that I have to do. And finally, I don't know if you can relate to this, but finally today I was like, enough is enough. I am going to make this happen. You know, it's going to happen. One way or the other, this is going to happen. And I think I just had it. So, why did my turn signal on this whole entire time? Oh my God. So, yeah, today's a little off for me. I'm not my normal, pleasant, happy self. I'm actually feeling very, like, I don't want to say bitchy, but maybe I'm bitchy. I don't know. I got really angry earlier today at something, and I don't want to talk about it, but I got very angry. Oh my God, will you look at this? Go! Oh my God. See what I'm talking about? I'm out of odds. Wherever I am, I'm inside of the matrix of things that are out of sync. You know, like normally things are pretty in sync for me. This is like fucking nuts. I'm annoyed. Okay, hold on.
Hi. Sorry.
I just realized the last video was in slow motion. I have no idea what it's gonna look like. Okay. Take my mask off and figure out what I'm gonna do. I gotta calm down. I'm so angry right now. People are upsetting to me. I don't really get that mad that often, but when I do, I'm gonna put the phone down. When I do get really mad, it's like I'm finally, but then again, I'm like, I get over shit too. Like, I don't hold grudges, which is part of the problem, actually, because I don't, oh, here comes the dog from, that I was just saying goodbye to. I don't hold grudges, and that's a problem because a lot of times people can do shit to me more than once, because I really do have a high, like, forgiveness and acceptance tolerance. Like, I'm actually I genuinely am like, oh, whatever, you know? And I just don't like that. I think it takes a lot of energy to hold on to something like that. Like, that person did something to me. But there are people that I do remember, like, I'm like, okay, that person was a total jerk to me, yada yada, right? So, anyways, I'm trying to, like, let me give you a view again since I'm driving now. Yeah, so, but I have a high tolerance for people and their weird shit, but I think the real problem I'm not absorbing it in, I'm not repressing anything. None of those things are the problem. The problem is that I think that they mistake my absorbing in all of their problems as they don't have problems, that they're not causing problems in me. And I've realized I've created these monsters in my life because they have no idea what I'm holding in. I guess I am holding it in, but they don't have any idea about it, and that's when it makes me mad. When I realize that they really don't even know what in the hell is going on, you know? I'm like, oh my God. And then I'm kind of like, I don't know. I have people I know very well in that situation, and I have people I don't really know that well that are in that situation. Maybe one in each group, I should say. But anyways, yeah. So I'm just really upset today. And I didn't put any makeup on. I didn't even didn't do my hair, didn't do anything. Today was just like a wake up and work on my computer kind of day after dealing with people. And I also have to have a client call in about 20 minutes. a client I haven't talked to in a long time. So we'll see what happens. She wanted to talk to me. But yeah, so I'm just feeling very, what's the word? Like, I'm feeling strong. I don't think I'm being bitchy out of line. I think those kind of moments where you've just kind of reached an endpoint with people, certain people, because you're kind of sick of their shit. I'm in that place. And that I don't think that comes from a really bad place. I just think that it is just the way things are. I don't know how to describe it. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm not making sense. The point is, I should say, hold on. It's so hard. I don't know how people who blog all the time, how you can draw the line, respect the privacy of the people in your life. Because there's a lot of times I just want to be like, oh my God, there's this stuff going on. But I can't, because I have to respect the privacy of the people in my life that aren't online, that don't choose to regurgitate every drop of life, on there. And, maybe at some point I'll be, I almost said maybe in one life, but maybe there'll be a point where I'll be with an environment that wants to be public. But for now, I don't. I'm not in that place, which it's a blessing, but it's also not something I like sometimes. Sometimes I want to just be honest, but it's being honest with a bunch of strangers isn't all it's cracked up to be either. I see people who do that online and I think, oh God, they're totally fucking up their lives. Okay. I've got to think. I'm going to turn this off and think because I'm uncentered. So I'll be back. Okay, so here's what happened. I'm in a friendship with someone that is regularly, like when they get in a bad mood, those kind of people you just have to stay away from. And when they're in a bad mood, kind of a lot, but like when they're in a bad mood, nothing you do is right. And they're very kind of rude and crazy, but you love them, so you put up with it and you realize you're like, oh, that person's just weird and rude and that's just the way they are. Well, okay, that's fine. But like, let's say you're in a bad mood and maybe you snap a little and you say something a little bit sarcastic. Say said person who's always in bad moods and is always rude every time they're in a bad mood, like very rude. Now that person's indignant, like, how dare you talk to me like that? I think that shit is like, and I seem to attract that a lot into my life, like that scenario, a person that doesn't realize how high maintenance they are and how much they're difficult to be friends with, very difficult. And yet, because like if you ever were to be a little bit real with them, when you're in a bad mood or when you're just not having the best mood, they have like, shit fit, basically. I just don't like that. I don't like being friends with people like that because it's like you almost feel like there's always a gun to your head and you're waiting for them to pull the trigger. It's almost like they're waiting for you to step out of line or to do. Is that like a friendship? I don't know. I mean, I had a friendship end a couple years ago that was like that, and hallelujah, I'm so glad. It didn't feel good with what happened, but I had this huge sense of relief of like, that's exactly what I always sensed was inside of that person. I knew they would fucking do shit like that to me one day. I knew they would kind of like just blow up and kick me to the curb for like very minor thing. And it's like, I didn't even want to fight for the relationship. And normally I do. Normally I'm like, let's be friends. Come on. Who cares? Let's get over it. But no, that was such a major thing that I was like, I don't even want to be friends with that person at all. Like in any way, shape, or form. So that happens to me and I don't like it. And I'm trying to figure out what the origin is. Where does that kind of shit come from? Because I don't feel like I'm doing anything extraordinarily wrong generally. Like, I mean, maybe I'm just not supposed to be friends with the person. Maybe the minute they're kind of like a little bit crazy, I should just be like to myself, all right, it's time to end this friendship, because it's not really, that's not a good quality that they are like that, and I should just distance myself. But like, if I'm friends with them, I feel like, I don't know, it has to be something major for me not to be friends with them. And then I just feel like a sense of loyalty to them. Like, I want to be loyal. I want to be loyal to the friendship. Totally just sitting in my car in front of the grocery store trying to work this shit out. Okay, so the person I was telling you was who can be very rude when they're not in a good mood, and they're not in a good mood often, or when things don't work out for them, they can become very snarly. I was sarcastic today because I was in a bad mood, and the person basically blew up on me and was like, you know, don't take your bad mood out on me. And I was like, you know, in a normal circumstance, I would apologize and I would be like, yeah, you're right, I shouldn't be sarcastic. That wasn't really about you. I was just frustrated by the situation that I'm in right now. And it wasn't even the situation they thought it was. They thought it was something other than what it was. They thought it was from my altercation earlier in the day, and it wasn't. It was actually from just me being frustrated with myself because I can't seem to break through my foggy brain to get this online course out. And I've been trying to do it for like over a year, and I'm frustrated with myself. I'm very frustrated with myself. So that's kind of where any rudeness or sarcasm would even come from right now, is just my own frustration at myself. And just the way that they got so instantly so mad at me, and now they're going to be mad at me for weeks. It's just like, it's unbelievable to me. It's like, if you only knew how many times you are rude, like times 100 than what I just did, that I just absorb in and just blow off and just go, ugh, whatever. The person's going through something, they're having a bad day, whatever. Like, if that person only knew how many times I do that. And I know in their mind, because I don't make a big deal out of it, they think, oh, yeah, so I just don't have any times where I'm like that. And it's like, no, actually, you have a lot of times you're like that. I just don't make a big deal of it. So that's what's wrong. I'm mad about that. I'm frustrated at myself because I'm really trying to break through my fears, and my fears manifest as foggy brain. So I'm trying to break through all that so I can get this online course out. It's the PDF version, and once I get the PDF version out, I'm starting pre-selling on the video version. Okay, boom, boom, boom. All right, because that will enable me. What is that? That will enable me to stop taking clients. I really want to shift all my like tech support and things like that online, because I don't want to work for time anymore. I think it makes more sense to have videos, video tutorials, PDF downloads. Like, I want to move all the stuff that I teach people about, like video production, website stuff, marketing stuff, how to start a podcast and edit and upload and, you know, get it published and all that. Like, all the things that I know, the tech stuff that everybody always hires me to teach them, I'm trying to put it online so that I don't have to trade time for dollars. I don't want to do that. It feels frustrating to me. And so I'm really trying to shift into this different model. But I've been trying to shift into this different model for like 3 years, because it was a couple years after I came up to Northern California, because I was, you know, during the time when I was like mourning and I was traumatized, I was just like watching videos and thinking about stuff, and I was like, why aren't I switching everything online? But anyways, I didn't do it. I just researched how to do it, and I researched all the different things and blah, 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 okay? But now the reason why it's not online is literally because I am afraid. I'm facing my fears. I have a lot of different fears that are, some are probably true and some are just complete bullshit. And I just get frustrated with myself, and I get like, you know, because I could have a better setup for my personality overall. You know, it's like, it might suck right now, like, because it's hard to get it all online and to put all my energy into it. But once I have it online, I'm going to feel so much better about my life. I'm going to feel so much better. And so I know that. And so I'm just really like, today's the day that I am forcing myself to finalize this shit. And this is how I felt when I finished my first film, Soul Providers. It made me mad after a while that I hadn't finished it. Like, I was kind of sick of it. I was like, this is shit. I know how to do this. This is dumb. If I was helping someone, I would finish it. But I think it's that fear of putting it out into the world as like a final thing. And you know what? The great thing about online stuff is you can always change it. You know, I could put it up for sale and then tomorrow morning notice a typo and change that. You know, and it's like, it's never forever permanent. It's not like you're sending it to the printers, you know, and maybe that's part of the problem too, is that because it does stay in that place of like, it's permanent yet it's not permanent, that we get all jacked up, or at least I do. Okay. I guess being honest with you guys was better than avoiding the issue today. Yeah, I'm dealing with a lot. But I know that I'll get past this, and I know that I'm good at explaining things to people, and I'm good at, you know, doing this. So I just need to do it. And if I don't know, I'm afraid of, I was just thinking someone would probably ask me, well, what are you afraid of? I'm a big thing that I'm always afraid of. This is a big thing I'm afraid of. And I've been afraid of this since I was, 18. I'm afraid that I'll be stuck doing something that I don't want to do. That's a big thing with me. I don't know if it's Sagittarius, I don't know, whatever, but I get very uncomfortable if I feel like I'm going to be stuck in something, which is totally irrational, because all I have to do is put it up online for sale. And if it goes well, then I'm going to be happy and I'm going to increase it. If it doesn't go well, I can close up shop. Like, there's no holding me to anything, you know? So it's kind of odd that I would even, it's irrational. It's an irrational fear. Another fear I have is that someone's going to not get exactly what they thought they were going to get, or they're going to not get what they wanted, or something like that's going to be off. And I'm going to be like, my program will be letting them down in some ways. That freaks me out totally. Oh my God, there's a weird car parking right here. Anyway, so that's the other thing that freaks me out. But I think that it's irrational. That's what I'm saying. That's why I like to help people get over their fears, because it really, most of our fears are really irrational, man. They're irrational. They're just, it has to do with deeper things like letting people down, or, you know, not accomplishing it, either being successful and then maybe you get pulled into a world you don't want to be in, or not being successful and then you kind of question your worth in life. I mean, I know this in my brain, but knowing it in your brain and being able to push past it are two totally different strengths, you know, or whatever. So, okay, let me go into the store and get something to eat, and maybe we'll talk when I get out. I don't know. I'm so sorry. This is crazy. Yesterday, only 7 people watched my 1-minute vlog from yesterday. I think that's kind of funny. I don't know why it's 7 people. Man, that's not even 7 people. It's 7 views. So it could be like 3 people, 7 views. But I don't care. I'm not really doing it for that. I'm doing it for the fact that, you know, I really just want... Here comes my weird yawns. I really just want to share my experiences in my life with you, and I crave to do it, and I've been wanting to do it for a while, and I've been like, no, I don't look the way that I want to look, I'm not in shape, I don't whatever, and I'm like, you know what, I am the way that I am. I survived some really crazy shit, and I just am what I am, and there's value in what I am, and I need to stop placing value on only if I look a certain way, or whatever, I crave to connect with you this way. I love YouTube. That's why I was so amazed by it in 2006. And I was like, oh my God, this is the most amazing thing ever, that you can talk into I'll bring you up now. You can talk into a computer, a computer. Well, back then it was webcams, but you could talk into a webcam and then sorry, is it not in focus? Oh my God. Come on, get in focus. Okay, I think it's better. Let's see. Let me go around this little S curve here. I just think there's something amazing about the fact that, like, I'm holding a phone right now, and then at some point, someone from Jim from Ireland, Alexandria from Germany, I don't know, I just think that's amazing that you guys, at some point you watched this video. I'm in Northern California, and then you're like in this place with me, in your time and place, but it's almost like there is no time or place. It's just like, I don't know, I think it's so cool, and I love that. So I got tired of stopping myself from doing what I really wanted to do, especially since that's my message to people, is to do what you really want to do. And after Derek died, the first death, Derek's death, oh my God, one thing that I saw for sure was how much I do a bunch of bullshit. I do a bunch of things I think I'm supposed to do because of maybe society pressure or something like that. And I mean, I'm not saying that in a typical way either. I'm not really typical in a lot of ways. I mean, but I do think I get caught up in that too, though. I do. I get caught up in that, like, doing shit for the wrong reasons, like, and I felt as soon as Derek died, I felt like I really was in touch with the priorities in my life. I could see what was the most important shit, and everything else was just fucking bullshit. Fucking bullshit. And I was so mad that I did that. And now that so much time has passed, he died in August of 2012, and then my brother died in February 2015, and then Christina died in October 2014. Wait, my brother died. She died in October of 2014 also. Same year as my brother. So anyways, it just made me so, like, it made everything so clear. And I saw how much I don't do what I really want to do. So now I'm doing everything I want to do, but then I hit these walls in certain things, like this online course and stuff like that. For some reason, I think the final pulling the trigger, the end parts, I can create the marketing images, the website domain, the social media handles. Like, I can do so many things like that, but then I think when it comes down to, like, the final pull the trigger, I freeze. I do get very afraid. And I think at some point, I think one thing I'm going to invest in is a coach. Because, a coach is basically just someone that knows some game plans, and can kind of help you through that. And I'm kind of offering my coaching on tech stuff, but then as I finish my psychology degree, I would like to expand that into psychology, and I already kind of do psychology stuff on my podcast, but I'd like to expand that into more of like a, real deal thing, and not that it's not real now. I don't know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. And by the way, I do want to go back to school and finish my schooling, so that's a whole nother thing. But I mean, who cares if I have a lot of interests and I want to do a lot of things? Like, why is that? Wow, sorry, my hand just went crazy. This is the time when I have to really look for animals. So I become very hyper aware of the road, and I'm ready to stop or swerve. And I also pray that no animals just jump out in front of my car. Because that's another thing that they do sometimes. They just, what the hell is this? It's like a semi. Let's see what this is. With a tractor. That's strange. Okay, great. Country roadness. It's always something weird. One time we were driving down this country road, there was like a bale of hay in the middle of the lane. So that's interesting. Okay, so, turn my brights off. Yeah. Okay. Going through it. What do you guys do when you are afraid of something that you want? Like talking to someone that you like, or going in for the interview of the job you really want, or maybe starting a podcast, and so you start researching it on YouTube and all that other stuff. Like, what do you do when you start to get afraid? Like, how does it manifest? Do you just get distracted? Do you start doing something else? I noticed that I want to turn on the TV or look at videos. Like, I want to just distract myself, number one. And because it's so uncomfortable. It is so uncomfortable to feel fear and anxiety. I just want a million miles away from it, you know? And so that is a problem. But okay, so I pushed through that. I'm going to stay up as late as it takes tonight to finish this because, that's the other thing that made me mad this morning is that I'm always on call for all these like tech help things, and like there was just all these things happening this morning, and I finally just pushed back on everybody. I was like, I am not available today. I'm not. I have to do something else. So no. So that's good to say too. Just take back your power. Look, it's a spaceship. Can you see the spaceship? Why isn't it going into focus? Oh, spaceship people don't want it to go into focus. Okay. Let me move away from the tree. Okay, let's try to get this sucker to focus. Come on. Why won't this thing focus? There we go. Oh. Okay, so if I get abducted, you guys will know why. This is crazy. Why won't it go into focus? Ew, weird. What's it doing with those circle things? It's an airplane. It's turning. I don't know why it won't go into focus. That's a strange phenomenon. That is a pretty weird looking airplane. Why are the lights so wide? Oh, and look, the Orion. Oh, you can't see it. See, this is the trees. Driving up. And there is the thing flying up over there. I don't know why it wouldn't let me. Oh, I can see the airplane shape now underneath it. Oh my God. Okay, anyways, yeah. So I hope you guys have a good night. I'm going to finish up here. And hopefully tomorrow we'll be back to normal with our normal podcast. Oh my God. Our normal Vlogmas day. But I am glad that I talked to you guys a little bit about what I was going through today because, you know. But see, this is what it says here. December 15th, 2020, 7:48 p.m., 41 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay. So, all right. Thanks for listening to me tonight. I do feel better knowing that you're there. You, the anonymous / sometimes some people I know, receiver of the vlogs. I really do appreciate that you're there. Yeah. All right. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Good night.